Hey everybody, Tom Barnes, stories from the 78 from historic Main Street in downtown St. Charles. I'm at Ghoulish Mortals. I've been wanting to come to this store for years. I'm very excited to meet Warwick, who is the owner, his lovely wife Dove. They got everything you would ever want in a horror themed shop. It's not a Halloween store, it's a horror themed store with local artists and just one of a kind things that you can buy here. We're gonna go and check it out now for this story from the 78. All right, so you're taking a look at the Godzilla section of Ghoulish Mortals, and I gotta say, I mean, who doesn't want this in their living room, right? I mean, they got all sorts of nods to the old school horror, including My Friend Frankenstein, and all the things that go with the Universal monsters right there. All because Warwick decided to open a store with his lovely wife. How you doing, Warwick?
Doing good, how are you?
I'm doing great. I've been wanting to come here for so long. I'm finally here, I'm excited. So give me a rundown of what this store is for folks who've never been.
Sure, absolutely. So we've been here for 7 years now, and the goal was to kind of open an artist alley, the kind of thing you'd see at a convention center, but open it like 365 days a year. So you don't just get 2 days to see the amazing artwork of local artists. You can see it year long. We opened with 6 artists, and then kind of put the call out for local artists. We're now well over 175 artists in the store. About 70% of them are local, ranging from artists as in you do art prints to crochet artists, and what's become really popular over the last year or so is 3D artists, so people that create 3D prints.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, like a year ago we had hardly anything. Now it probably represents about a quarter of our sales is 3D printed pieces. And you're not in that nice Valentine section that you have for Valentine's Day? Yeah, so this is our seasonal area. So this is where when people walk in for first time, this is what will change based on the season. So we'll switch to Easter, obviously Halloween. Even though we're a horror store, we're not a Halloween store. So really this is the section that come Halloween season, that's where you'll see pumpkins and things like that. Otherwise, you don't see pumpkins in the store. Right on.
And then we have the rest of it. So why don't you give me a little tour of what we're going to see through here, if you wouldn't mind.
So this is kind of like our cat section. I'm a dog person myself, but people love cats. So we have lots of these cool cat art prints. Different kind of, you can see like different kind of horror characters, but as cats. And it's amazing how many cat owners come in and go, oh my God, yes, that's just what my cat looks like Frankenstein. And
or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, I love it. Or It. Let's see, Ghostface, Friday the 13th, all sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah, and then so this is our haunted mansion. So big Disney fans and big haunted mansion fans, of course. Ghoulish Mortals, the name kind of comes from Foolish Mortals, which is part of the Haunted Mansion piece. But yeah, so Haunted Mansion section. Then as we kind of move into this area, this is our, we sell lots and lots and lots of pins and like Lego minifigures.
Look at all that.
And then...
And you said your son makes these 3D models up here, right?
Yeah, so these are all modeled by my son, and then he prints them out and then decorates them, paints them to look like they're skulls. It's not skulls, skeletons.
Skeleton, yeah.
But yeah, and then he does a lot of the artwork in that section as well on pins. But yeah, so we have lots of different pins from different people, mainly horror related. But we also have some band pins in here and
yeah, I'm looking at some My Chemical Romance, Slayer, Ozzy, all the good stuff.
Yeah, and my favorite band, Depeche Mode.
Oh yeah, look at that right there.
And then so actually let's swing this way.
Yeah.
So this is our fortune teller section. So this is kind of like a little bit more witchy type pieces in here. This is where the Ouija boards live, and. Yeah,
fortune teller?
Yeah, fortune teller. Normally she moves, but kids tend to mess with her when she's moving, so she's off most of the time. And then
it's okay.
Then we'll move over to our Stranger Things section. Huge Stranger Things fans.
What's not to love with Stranger Things,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely. So one of the first major things that we built for the store was the Demogorgon. So I built the inside of it. My wife did all the hard work and making it look like a Demogorgon. It's a little bit shrunken down at the moment because it's been moved a few times.
Sure, sure. Well, I think one of the most unique aspects of the store is a lot of this is just local artists, fan work, right?
Absolutely.
This isn't like store-bought stuff. This is stuff that people are making. That's why they look so unique and so vibrant and fun.
Right, and that's what that's what we love about it. It's most of these artists have an Etsy store, but we kind of highlight them as you can walk in and you can see I said 175 different artists in one store, as opposed to searching through Etsy to try and find that next cool piece that you want. So this is kind of like our scully section. So lots of kind of skull artwork, a little bit kind of like skull related and skeletons and things like that.
All the fun things.
Yeah.
This is what, 4,000 square feet?
Just under 3,000.
I'm sorry, 3,000?
Yeah. So we're on 2 levels. Technically, we have the upstairs above us as well, but you can't get to that from the retail space. So we do other events and stuff up there.
I see.
So we'll skip past this for a second, and we'll move into. This is our kind of like spooky greenhouse section. So of course.
And Seymour?
This is Audrey too.
Oh, I'm sorry, Audrey too.
Yes.
Yeah, Seymour was
was the guy.
My bad.
So Audrey too. My wife made this as well.
Look at that.
And he does actually. His mouth moves.
Really?
We have like a compressor piece going down. We're just nervous to turn it on because someone's gonna put their hand in it and get hurt. So
that's why we can't have nice things,
exactly.
Right? There's always that one person.
Exactly. And so then this is then our kind of Gothic cathedral-esque section. This is probably our most recent kind of big section that we built. And yeah, so this is like all the kind of like gothy pieces. This is very, very popular. And again, back to our kind of crochet artists. So like someone made this.
Yeah, that's incredible. And spent time making it.
Yeah, I mean, so the one thing that's important when you do come here is to realize that some of these pieces are a little bit more expensive because someone took a lot of time to make it.
I'm sorry.
What do you?
Do you have a supernatural thing right there?
We do. Like, but that you're literally looking at it. So,
sorry, that's one of my favorite shows.
So one of the things that is, how do I explain it? But we're kind of beholden to what our artists create. So like we're always looking for new things. Mm-hmm. But if like truly that was one of the best pieces that we saw from an artist that we already pulled from, Parlor Workshop. And so we had to have that in the store.
Yeah, but the Winchesters, if anybody's wondering who they are.
Yes.
Sam, Dean, and John.
Yes, and so we have a smaller piece that I think we're actually out of stock on, which has the car on it.
I do love the car. I have 2 of them.
And then, but like, so again, so this is kind of the Gothy area. And then we go into kind of Baphomet section. So you can have your classic Baphomet bust. It's all super cool stuff.
Yeah, very cool stuff. And this is just the first floor.
Just the first floor. A little bit of Buffy going on there.
Some fun artwork from Buffy, yeah.
So then D&D section, I don't mind admitting it, I'm a bit of a geek and I love D&D. So we have a D&D section, could never have too many dice. So we sell lots of dice. And then...
Another homage to Stranger Things.
Yes.
Or I should say an homage from the other way around, but nonetheless, they're all connected.
And what we're talking about earlier, it's like 3D printed things are just amazingly cool now. Like just look at the detail on this. It's just the colors are amazing on some of these dragons.
Beautiful work.
Yeah,
all local artists too, which I just can't get over. That's incredible.
Yeah, I print some stuff, but like we have 4 other artists that do like most of the 3D prints that are in here. So now let's go downstairs.
Yeah, let's go. I'll follow you.
So this is our kind of crystal cave with our dragon up there. The dragon will eventually be spewing smoke. Has a bit of a dripping problem when we turn it on at the moment.
That's well, we all do. So this is the downstairs lair.
Yeah. So this is technically what we describe as the non-kid friendly section.
Oh, I see.
As you can see, this is just where there's just a lot more blood. Nothing really jumps out at you to be scary, but it's just a lot creepier stuff here. So this is our mutant autopsy section. So some amalgam of creatures is under the covers there. Mm-hmm. And then here we go this way, I guess. This is our hillbilly hack shack.
That is fantastic right there.
Yeah, that's actually fairly a new artist for us, and we just love his stuff. But yeah, so this is Leatherface, and any kind of like, you know, serial killer type pieces that you can think of. This part here, Infection Collection, is actually one of the art pieces that my wife makes. We take pictures of people's tattoos, transfer it onto leather, and then distress it so it looks like it's been torn from your skin.
Oh, that's super cool.
But yeah,
Play on the whole Leatherface thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we go in a little bit of like, you know, Friday the 13th, Evil Dead. We're in like the kind of the creepy woods section. As you can see, as we're walking around, it's like we're very big on theming the areas and putting artwork that kind of matches the theme that you're in. So quickly, let's go through into the clown section, because you can't have a scary shop without clowns.
Nope, not at all.
So again, local artists, lots of artwork in here, 3D pieces, just everything you can think of.
Yeah, the granddaddy of them all. You got a couple things from the Terrifier and
We have it and yes, Captain Spaulding.
yeah.
And who doesn't want to go trick-or-treating
Oh, good Lord.
with a hollow head bag?
Love it.
Yeah, so then over here, we started getting into t-shirts. So we have a t-shirt section with probably about like 20, 30 different designs. We have, now we're kind of like in our, technically the Halloween section, but you know, you can see the artwork there. We have Jeepers Creepers, there's Cult of Origin here as well, like
Critters,
The Purge,
yeah.
and one of my favorite movies from a few years ago, Willy's Wonderland.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
I love Nick Cage.
A lot of hidden things, so many things. I mean, it must be tough to keep up with all the things that could keep coming out from these artists, right?
It is, and we're actually now at a point, as you can probably tell, it's we don't have a lot of open space on the walls.
Yeah.
So like those first few years, we were just clamoring for new pieces, just to cover the walls. Now we're at a point where we're really starting to look at the art pieces that sell well, and you know, just so we can bring in new artwork. Yeah. Yes, that really is Robert Englund's signature.
Oh, very cool. You got him out here.
But so he didn't come to the store. So basically, these walls, he went to Flashback Weekends.
Oh, see, okay.
In 2019, and one of our artists made these walls to be behind him when he was doing his signing. And so when the convention was over, he asked Robert Englund to sign the wall. He of course said yes, and very, very sadly, that artist passed away a couple of years ago. And his wife wasn't quite as much into horror as her husband was. Sure. And knew that he had a relationship with us, and asked whether we wanted any of these things. And so, you know, we said yes, absolutely. Well, these are just amazing. So we added an extra wall piece to it.
I mean, that's terrifying right there.
Yes.
If you know, you know, but that is terrifying.
Well, and what I love about it is it really is like that in the movie. It's just that that flash.
It is.
You know, but yeah, Adam's Art Box, he does like amazing work.
And then we kind of rounding out the end here with Alien, right?
This is the Alien, yeah. One of my favorite movie franchises, Alien and Aliens. Normally the pinball machine is working. Sadly, at the moment, it's not.
That's all right.
Maybe next time someone comes in, it will be working. But yeah, this is our Alien section.
So, and this kind of rounds out the piece. But for people who want to come in, what are your hours like? Can they buy stuff online? How does that, or they need to come to the store? How does that work?
Absolutely. So basically, we're open 7 days a week, from 12 till 9 every day. On Friday and Saturday, we're open from 12 till 10. We do have an online store. About 95% of the prints are online. Not a lot of other stuff is online, just because we found it's too hard to have an online store and a physical store, just because people buy anyway. So about 95% of all the prints are online. Okay. But yes, otherwise we're open 7 days a week. only days we're closed is Christmas Day and Thanksgiving.
All right. Well, Warwick, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking time to chat with me.
Absolutely, it's been fun.
Yeah. So come on out here, visit my friend Warwick and his lovely wife Dove, right?
Yep.
And that is it for this Stories from the 78. You can go to the website, storiesfromthe78.com, or hit me up, tombarneychicago@gmail.com. Thanks a lot, sir. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yep.